Since this is going to be covered up with a hardwood veneer, I've taken the time to number all these parts so that I can put them back in the same orientation. So now I'll disassemble it, do the main case first, which is the two sides, the top and bottom, and the middle. Let that simmer for a bit, and then slide in the horizontal pieces, and then do the small verticals last. COVID's much better, by the way. I think I'm over it. Not I think, I know I am. I failed to show the back side of this cabinet, and I'll tell you why I'm doing it now. I have left these dividers a ½ inch short of the outer case so that this will allow me to put it back on this and mount it to the wall. My intention is to put a piece of ½ inch plywood with a French cleat on it and put the remainder part, nearly down to the bottom so I can hook it up on the wall. At any rate, I do have provisions for a back. That's my point. This is just a dry fit, but it's going to work out pretty good, I think. It's 3 dogs on the table here to hold my cabinet straight this way. I got clamps here putting pressure that way on the bottom. I've got dogs on the other end along with that caul that you can see sticking out there just on the end. Then I've got to get one more clamp up on top across, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then these come in to pull the top square. It's gonna work out pretty well. This is the back, so everything will be flush this way toward the tabletop. And then on this side, I've got a couple of dogs here and some wedges to put pressure on the bottom to keep that tight. So dog in the center back there, this will push the center tight, and then clamps along the back to square everything up. I put my square in here. It's nice and square. So that's how I'm going to attack this first glue up. Alright, the best laid plans didn't actually come to fruition. I've got parts of this where it stands a little proud. So I'll work on those. These 2 corners are pretty good. This is a little low. I'll put a little filler strip in there to kind of bridge that when I put my hardwood facing on here. And then this corner and this corner are a bit high. These are kind of fun to do because you just let your plane sit here. Using this as the edge I want to get to. And just keep riding on it. Until you get there. The other thing I'm going to need to do is keep track of this plane up. This plywood is very hard. Plane irons. I'm getting close. Very close. couple more swipes a little further down the road here. That's good. Alright, so I'll continue on with this. Otherwise it's looking pretty good. Alright, this is a little bit of an adventure, but I found out I don't need to use as much glue as I did on the first one. It just squeezes out toward the back. And once you get it going, you don't want to slow down. Get it flush, and then you can see the glue I'm losing right there. Not so much on this side. I think I'll put a little more up front. And a little less as well, and just give it a good slide. Show you one more here. And these are not going to go anywhere. Still losing a ton of glue here. All right. Keep going one at a time. I'm using less and less glue, it seems like, but I'm still getting that squeegee action, I guess, to pull the glue toward the front, which is fine. But that one went in pretty nice. So I'm just putting glue on about the bottom or the front 25% here or 30%. Give it a quick little spread. And then put it in. And as I'm going up, these are, you can tell these have sagged a little bit. So lift this up. And if I go too far, which I did with that one, just tap it from the back. Until you're flush. And then I want to make sure I don't have any glue getting on the inside of these drawer cavities. So anyway, it's going pretty well. Looks good. It doesn't take long for these for this glue to bite on these dividers. So I'm not worried about that. I'll rip up some material, some 3/4, and then the rest is all half. It's amazing what you can find when you just start digging a little bit, I guess. I wasn't prepared to start ripping this board and this one into strips, and I just went to my scrap wood over there and found these nice long ones. They're not the same thickness, they're close. This one is the thickest. So I'm going to run these through my planer, get them down to probably 1/8 of an inch, or a little thicker. And I think this will give me more than enough to do what I want to do. I'll make sure I have enough footage here, but I can go grab some more of this out of my scrap pile. No need to rip. All I need to do is just basically get it sized to the correct thickness, and then I can go from there. Shop projects, you just gotta love them because you can do whatever the heck you want. I'm gonna put these face pieces on with pin nails. I'm not a big fan of it, but in this case, it's about the only way to do it. I just don't want to have to do all these clamps. So what I'm going to do here is start with the top piece. I'll run my glue bead and then just pin nail, keeping it flush to the inside. And then when I get done, I'll trim that out here with a flush trim bit. And then this is just going to be a simple butt joint, and I'll get that as tight as I can. Trim it to length once I've got both long pieces installed.